What up, everybody? I'm Coach Sam. This is Coach Holden, and we are going to be covering the conventional deadlift. So Holden, go ahead and come up to the bar. With foot placement, I like to teach wherever you would jump from, all right? So for most people, that's going to be feet pretty well right underneath the hips. And then working ourselves up into the brace or the organizational systems that we like to go through to ensure that, one, we're going to be able to protect our spine from injury, and two, we're going to be able to maximize our positions and leverages by getting this to travel essentially as short a distance as possible. All right, the goal here is force production. The goal here is moving as much weight as possible, and to help achieve that, we want to make ourselves as long as possible so the bar doesn't have to travel as far. So let's kind of work on that from the top. I always like to teach like a reach down into the pockets, and when you do that, you should notice the lat is going to flex and the pec is going to flex. This is going to help protect the thoracic spine. Also, we want to compress ourselves a little bit, and we're going to achieve that through the thoracic area of the spine. I like to do that once I've initiated the hinge and I finish with a reach to the bar. So you can see Holden's shins are pressed up against the bar. I'm not one of those guys that likes to see bloody shins or anything like that. We don't want to create additional friction and difficulty lifting this bar up. So close to the bar, but we don't need to be dragging the bar up our legs and creating any injuries or additional friction. From here, we want to make sure we don't break this brace that we've initiated. So we don't want to like tilt the hips forward and leave the back behind. So all of this should be moving together as he goes down to the bar. All right, he has a nice flat lower back. And then the last little reach, if you could come up for me just a little bit, Holden, right about here. The last little reach, I want him to achieve that through the thoracic spine. So we're gonna be compressing the chest down just a little bit, and we're gonna be getting a little rounded through that upper back, okay? So as he reaches down to his bar, he may shift back just a little bit to get some tension on that bar, and then his only cue, the only thing I want you to think about when you're lifting this deadlift is punching those hips through. And proceed. Hips come through. Don't worry about picking the bar up, or a lot of times you'll see people finish with this big chest and these shoulders come back. You're breaking your brace at this point. So we want to stay locked into position when we are doing our deadlifts. You can place the bar down. And that is the conventional deadlift.